clear yesterday. This is the current state of the truck. Freaking packed. Right now, headed to Mammoth Mountain in California. Got about a 6-hour drive ahead of me. Loaded up most of my stuff last night. There was a few things I forgot that I had to go grab afterwards this morning. So I'm getting on the road kind of late. Right now it's almost noon. It's 11:30. It's showing I'm going to get there around 5:30. So probably more like around 6 after like a fuel stop or so. But the plan is to get there, camp tonight, wake up tomorrow, and hit the slopes on the snowboard, and then possibly check out some trails in the area. There is a winter warning in the area. They're calling for 2 to 3 feet of snow. I don't know if that's accurate. I've seen conflicting reports on that, so I guess we're gonna see. I don't have any chains in the truck, but I got mud tires. I can just air them down. Recovery boards, a winch, locked in the rear, so I think that I'll be able to get myself out of any problems I get into, but we're gonna see what happens. Up through those mountains, definitely gonna have to stop and check those out at some point. So, thought I'd show you guys my kind of front setup here. Just with the passenger seat, I'm just rocking my fridge. I don't usually carry passengers, so I just rock the fridge up there, and I can easily access it from the back too. But it just saves me space in the rear for more stuff. Right now it's kind of chaos back there, but once I get to camp and figure everything out, I'll show you guys how I set it up and what it looks like, and it's pretty comfy, so yeah, we'll see that. Alright, we're kind of getting on the trail now of where we're going to be staying. Walking up the hubs. Okay, let's get to it. It is deep. Just airing down the tires right now. There's some guys up here ahead. Not sure if they need help. They haven't moved. We'll see when we get up there. All right, so we're pretty stuck here. So I went ahead and hooked the winch up. This is some deep snow. airing down a little bit more, down to 10 psi. That's what the guys ahead of me are running, and they said it was working for them. So airing down a little bit more. Got the winch hooked up to the Forester. Alright, so discovered that I was in two-wheel drive the whole time. The clutch paw on the right hand wheel wasn't actually engaged. As soon as I fixed that, she's using it pretty easily now. No problems. This dude's got a sick 4Runner. Alright, so we got the Subaru. He's on the kinetic winch behind us, or kinetic rope behind me, and we're probably just gonna have to pull him all the way out of here. Snow's starting to come down too. Should be fun. All right, we got the 4Runner, or the Forester is behind me, and it seems okay. Yep, rope's hanging in there good. Well, they had me over to their house and had some hot pot, which was freaking amazing. Warmed me up really good. And then the guy with the 4Runner was able to give me a recommendation for a spot where I could actually get to camp tonight. So once we get to camp, we'll set up everything. So this is kind of the back of the cruiser setup. I got my mattress, and then excuse the mess. It's kind of a mess in here right now because I did not expect to get into some snow wheeling prior to getting to bed, but yeah. So just my mattress, and then my Kodiak canvas blanket. My feet and legs got soaked in the snow because I was wearing sweatpants. Not the best choice, but I got blackout curtains for all the windows here on the side. I'm debating on leaving this one without it. Oh man, it is blowing snow in here right now. I'm gonna have to remove that vent, at least on that side. The front windows are blacked out as well for privacy. So I'm gonna go ahead and remove this vent because that is, I don't want to wake up with snow in the truck, but it's supposed to snow quite a bit tonight, and we'll see in the morning. Well, I just woke up and I slept pretty good all night. The electric blanket kept me pretty warm, and it's not bad. It didn't really stop snowing. It was really windy, and then the wind's dead, so hopefully one of the lifts are open. long day of snowboarding, and now back at the truck. Grill up some steak, asparagus, and some pepper. And that'll be dinner for tonight. And I'll probably be staying in the back of the truck again. But yeah, that's for dinner tonight. We'll see. So it's so cold out here that my Snow Peak stove stopped working because of the gas wouldn't go through. So now I'm using my my jet boil to kind of heat up the food for tonight. I put the Snow Peak gas in my jacket, so hopefully that warms it up just in case. But it is freaking cold out, and it's proven to be a little bit difficult to cook dinner. Finally got the Snow Peak gas canister to thaw out, which means we're actually cooking with some hot water here. It's going to be a lot quicker than cooking with the old jet boil, but the jet boil gets it done if you need it. This will be much faster. Got the kitchen set up here. Little landcruiser table, but yeah. I am freaking starving, and this is going to be absolutely delicious once I get it slapped over here into the pan and everything ready. Got a big steak ready. The jet boil did good for what I needed, but I'm really going to use it in the morning when I make my coffee. That's where it really shines. Boil really fast. The heavy duty cooking is more suited for the Snow Peak cooker here, which it is a wide flame, so it cooks very well. But just in case that fails, it's always good to have the pot stand for the jet boil. Because I actually cooked the steak for a minute before I ended up slapping the canister for the gas can into my heater for the car to warm it up, because it was just so cold it wouldn't even light. And the jet boil had no problem lighting up, so might as well leave this together because I'm gonna use it in the morning. But this little girl right here, cooking very nicely. This morning, I just picked up this Stanley coffee dripper. Came with a mug too, so we'll try that out in the morning, see how that works. My Sea to Summit dripper, it worked well, but it's made of a kind of a silicone, and I think the heat over time took a toll on the silicone's the actual chemical makeup of it, and it was getting like sticky. So whenever even after I washed it, it was kind of like sticky to the touch. So I think that it kind of moved down a little bit. Oh, getting windy. It's getting windy here, but the silicone kind of broke down, and I think it got a little bit messed up. So with the Stanley one, it's like stainless steel, so stainless steel filter. There's no way you can mess that up over time. So we will see how the Stanley one works. The Sea to Summit works good, but I'm just kind of upgrade. All right, we're all done. We got some asparagus, red pepper, and some potatoes with some steak. So that's dinner for tonight. It's about 5 a.m. Just woke up. There's been so many snow trucks going by, it's made it pretty hard to sleep. But it is freaking dumping snow out there, so I'm gonna get out, kind of assess the situation. I need to put up my snowboard properly too. I just kind of threw it up on the rack. So need to put that back in his bag and strap everything down on the roof. There's probably a ton of snow on it already. And I gotta get my brush down before it gets lost, because I'll need that in the morning to get all the snow off my truck. Well, I was able to pull the truck out. This is where it was sitting. Freaking, you can see the wall of snow that piled up around the truck, but I think the smart move is to move to somewhere where they're, I know that they're gonna freaking basically groom and take care of. And then once daylight hits, might go hit some trails. I don't know, but we'll see. But yeah, got the truck out, no problem. Had to put it in 4 low though, because it did not want to move in 4 high. But let's freaking go. I cleared the hood and everything. Yeah, let's hit it. Finally leaving Mammoth. I got into town and trees were starting to break and fall. There was limbs on top of power lines and stuff, so took that as my sign to actually get out of town. So I'm heading back south right now, but it's pretty slow rolling. I'm still running 10 psi on my tires, which once I get out of this stuff, I'll air up and everything. But yeah, it's pretty smooth, but we'll see. Haven't come across anybody that needed help yet, so that's good. Bob just stopped and aired back up and unlocked the hubs. It's just freaking raining like crazy now. Down out of the mountains, so not cold enough for snow, but it is raining like no other. There's like a whole river flowing in front of me, if you see out there on the side. But yeah, gonna start heading back to San Diego now. And I just had to stop and check this little road out. Look at those freaking mountains. And these little bushes look like they're all blooming right now. So,
oh my child, I know
really cool.
You're hurt and you can't let go. It's not your fault and you don't deserve
Still find a good off-road
all the bad and the hurt. I know you tried so hard. I know you've done your part. It's not fair. You did your time. How much longer will you suffer in this life? But don't give up. Just hold on tight. It'll be alright. All your life you've tried to be a good man inside. Did everything that you thought you should. Didn't seem to do you any good. I know you've tried so hard. I know you've done your part. it's not fair. You did your time. How much longer will you suffer in this life? But don't give up, just hold on tight. It'll be alright. I know you tried so hard.
This little section was kind of a surprise to me as I tried to take a alternate route around traffic jam on the freeway. Ended up getting down okay, but it was pretty sketchy without a spotter and super steep in some places.
Longer will you suffer in this life? But don't give up, just hold on tight.
So that last trail I just did to try to cut around traffic, it was a real one. It scared the shit out of me at one point. It was so steep and washed out that I was like, man, I might roll my truck here because it's heavy, and I didn't have a spotter, and I was to the point where I was fully committed. I couldn't go back up, and I just had to go down. Unfortunately, I have the camera in time-lapse mode still, so I'll still show it on the video, but I wish I had that like real time. I might be able to edit that video back down to real time, but it had me white in the face and freaking shaking hands because I was playing straight down. And when I got to the bottom, there was a guy in a Tacoma, and I got out and said hi to him, and he's like, hey man, I saw you coming down there. I'm like, yeah, that scared the shit out of me. And he told me, he's like, yeah, I just snapped my shock. And I went over and looked, and his shock tube was completely just snapped in half. His spring was just chilling there up against his A-arm, and that's freaking crazy because I think it had like the Bilstein shocks on it. TRD, it was a TRD Pro, I think. Oh yeah, he snapped his shock in half. So I think I got out of it pretty easy compared to what he did. But after that, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get back on the freeway now and just relax the rest of the drive home. Still got an hour and a half. But this trip has been awesome. A lot more than I thought